Okay, guys, welcome back. Today we are going to switch gears from geometry stuff and we're going to hit fractions, dividing fractions more specifically. This is something really big that you guys are going to need to know for sixth grade. So hopefully you guys still remember it. Remember, this is just review. We've already done this, but looking back at the scores and thinking back to in the classroom, this was one of the chapters that we struggled with most as a class. So reviewing it is going to be very beneficial. So let's look at lesson 8.1, which is divide fractions in whole numbers. Okay, we're taking baby steps. Okay, so it's going to be let's look at the EQ. It says, how do you divide a whole number by a fraction? Okay, and I used a lot of examples in class talking about, okay, we'll say so-and-so, let's say Victor is going to share a candy bar and he's going to divide it amongst a certain amount of people. That's exactly what we're doing today. Okay, so let's take a look at this first example. It says Mia walks a 2-mile fitness trail. She stops to exercise every 1/5 mile. Okay, how many miles does Mia stop to exercise? Okay, so two parts to this question. We know that she walked a total of 2 miles, and every 1/5 mile she stops to exercise. So this problem can be taken, the numbers that it's talking about, we could take that and apply to other different problems. We could say there are 2 candy bars and we're going to divide it into fifths. Okay, very similar. Okay, so if you look down here, they drew this number line, or we call it a benchmark sometimes. Okay, so you notice that they started at 0 and went all the way to 2. And look at the tick marks there. How many do you think are in a hole? Well, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 to every hole. So why did they divide it into 5 pieces? Well, she stops to exercise every 1/5. So we're dividing each hole into fifths. And I did not use this example as much. Some of you guys like to use it. We would like to count those humps that we do. But I think more people understood it better using the tiles. Okay, so we're going to remember that problem. 2 miles total, 1/5 every mile. How many times does she stop to exercise? Okay, so let's go ahead and open this up. So if you remember in class, I told you always represent it with the red hole. Okay, so let's see, let's do that one. Actually, oops, nope, I don't want to do that. Sorry, I just did this and, okay, this is the one. All right, so there is one hole. Okay, we're going to put a 1 there. Okay, there's one hole. But how many did she do in total? Well, she did 2. So right next to that, we would put a second tile, a second hole, just like that. So there are 2 holes, and we're dividing each one into fifths because she stops every 1/5 mile. Okay, so we can use that. I believe the fifths tiles were blue. I might be wrong, but let's just see. So let's take this one, and we're going to make it the same length as the one hole, and we're going to divide it into fifths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Same thing over here. Draw it back. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so if we look right there, we know this is a good representation of this problem. She did, and let me go back to just the regular black. All right, so she did a total of 2 miles. And I apologize, I'm doing this on my trackpad, so it's not going to look very Nice, but then again, I never had nice handwriting. All right, so she did a total of 2 miles, okay, and stopped every 1/5 mile. So each one of these represents 1/5 mile. Okay, so each one of these, I'm not going to do it multiple times, but you know what that means. Let me see. Can I do that? Let me see what this does. I don't know if I can duplicate it. Well, I'll have to play with this a little more to understand it. Let's undo. Oh, now this thing is in the way. Oh, there we go. I apologize. I will practice with this some more. Nope, I don't want to do that. I want a regular pen. There we go. All right. So 2 total miles, stops every 1/5 mile. So okay, so if we take a look and we can now count 1, 2. Oh, sorry, I need to put on Do Not Disturb. There we go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there are 10 jumps that we make. So we know that it takes 10 of these 1/5 to fit into 2 miles. So if we want to write it out, 2, and we're dividing it into 1/5, well, that equals how much? That equals 10, right? There's 10 of those 1/5. Now, if you remember, we were talking about in class, if you divide a whole by a fraction, what's going to happen to the quotient? The quotient is going to be bigger. But if you do a fraction by a whole, it's going to be the opposite. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to our page. And so this would be 2 divided by 1/5 would equal 10, because 10 times 1/5, and that's another thing that we need to remember, just knowing the relationship, because division is the opposite of multiplication, and they go back and forth, they go hand in hand. 2 divided by 1/5 will equal 10, because if you take 10 of those 1/5, and remember times means of, 10 of 1/5 will equal 2 wholes. Okay? And let's see. The share and show was really easy because the first couple ones gave us really good models. This one, 3 divided into 1/3, 1, 2, 3 wholes, just like I showed you on the whiteboard. Divided into thirds, and then, well, we just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Because 9 1/3 will give me 3 wholes. Okay, so if you want, what I highly recommend is to pause this video and look at numbers 2 through 7. 2 through 7. I want you to pause it, take out notebook and a pencil, and try these out. Really easy, and I recommend drawing the fraction tiles or drawing the benchmark if that makes it easier for you. Okay, try it out and see what you get. Okay, and I'm going to go over these really quickly. So 3 wholes divided into 6. Well, you could also think, okay, think back to the trick that I showed you in class. 3 wholes times, okay, I said 3 times the denominator will give you the answer. 3 times 6 is 18. 18, and if you count right here, all these tick marks, it'll give you 18. 18 times 1/6 pieces will give me 3 wholes. This next one is 1/4 divided by 2. Okay, this one's a little different because we're doing a fraction divided by a whole number. So if we take the 1/4, and notice they still put the whole. I always told you guys, put the whole. Doesn't matter what problem you're doing, just have that there so you know that what you're talking about. Even though we're talking about 1/4, that's 1/4 of a whole still. And if we take that 1/4 and divide it into 2, it's going to get smaller, and each piece will be 1/8. Okay, so 1/8 times 2 will give me 1/4. Okay, really quickly down to numbers 4 through 6. 1 divided into thirds. Well, if we take 1 whole, divide into thirds, we're going to have 3 pieces. 3 divided into fourths, we take 3 wholes, or 3 candy bars, cut them into 4 pieces each. How many pieces do you have? You have 12 pieces now. And number 6, 1/5. Okay, now this one's different because we're taking a fraction divided into a whole. 1/5 divided into 2. Well, now that's 1/10. And a little trick we said was just multiply 5 times the denominator by the whole number, and then put it under 1. 1 or 5 times 2 is 10. 1/10. Okay. Number 7. Luke has 1/3 of a package of dried apricots. He divides the dried apricots equally into 3 small bags. Okay. Luke gives one of the bags to a friend and keeps the other 2 for himself. What fraction of the original dried apricots did Luke keep for himself? Now this one, notice it says it's a go deeper. This is a multi-step problem. So let's take a look at the first sentence. Luke has 1/3 of a package, okay, so 1/3, and he's dividing it into 3. So we already know that it's going to get smaller because it's a fraction divided by a whole. So 1/3 divided by 3 is 1/9, okay? And he gives one of the bags to a friend and keeps the other 2 bags for himself. So let's take that one to the whiteboard. 1/3 divided by 3, and then he gives one of those to a friend. So let's bring back the whiteboard. And let's see, start over. So we always start off with the whole. And we're saying, we're going to do green this time. And if you remember in class, and this is going to be a little sloppy, but if you remember in class, I said you could draw those and you could X them off, or you could just leave it blank knowing that you have your 1/3, okay? And we're dividing that into 3, right? 1, 2, and 3. All right. Well, what are each of those compared to the whole number? Remember, that's a horrible arrow, but that's a whole. Okay. What are those compared to the whole? That's why we always have the whole there. Well, if there's 3 here, there would be 3 here and another 3 there. 3, 6, 9. So those are 1/9. So if this is 1/9, that's 1/9, and that's 1/9. And if we think back to the problem, he gave 1 to his friend and he kept 2 for himself. So how much did he give to his friend? Well, he gave 1/9 to his friend. How much did he keep for himself? 2/9. So the answer would be 2/9. Okay. Let me double check, make sure that was right. Luke gives one of the bags to a friend, keeps the other 2 for himself. What fraction did he keep for himself? 2/9. All right. So that's going to be it for today. That one was a really easy lesson. Make sure to draw out the models if you need. Well, draw them out. Don't. I always tell you guys, don't be lazy. Just draw it out because it's going to help you in the end. I know people like Eric like to do it in their heads. Maybe Aileen likes to do it in her head, or Helen. Don't do it in your head because sometimes you'll make a mistake. We're all human. Okay. So that wraps up dividing fractions and whole numbers. How do you divide a whole number by a fraction? Well, we use models, right? A fraction by a whole number, same thing. We use a model, okay? Well, we start off with the 1 whole and then fill it in from there, all right? And that's it.